We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Being chased out left. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team doesn't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers for Hill a week ago: 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing.
Caught by Olave. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one: the man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned...
And I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. And some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
3rd down, it's Willis. And Ingram hauls it in. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jonathan Taylor. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are once again back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
10-7 our score after one. Right here. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Winston. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. A give up the cut to Hill. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Hill diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So that drive 7 plays in length. And the end result was the touchdown run by Justice Hill. Here comes Jonathan Tanner and his teammates. They're behind in the 1st half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Willis now off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Thanks for nothing. That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Willis from the gun. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Ready, go.
A give for Taylor running right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On 1st and 10, Winston. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Winston. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. Minute to go.
Ready?
On second and inches. Winston completing it to the right side. Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first down throw for Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Winston now. And Jameis intercepted it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've hit halftime here in halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Off the play fake, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as they'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Saints! Donovan Peoples-Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Pass out left, caught by Woods. He'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Willis now off the play fake. That's into the hands of Fortson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They go play action with Willis. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
Kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Underneath here to Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Jameis to throw it.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back to the ground. It's Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Now Winston. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check. Hurry.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And quickly they get to the line.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go. As they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second and 15 now.
Willis.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here's Willis, third and long.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Willis on 4th down.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Sly able to put this one through,
and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one's going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 9. 2:21 scores. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
He completes it to Olave.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Winston to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Again, it's Taylor. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Willis back to throw here. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were spurred on by a strong...
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office with standard time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Got too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.